Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the M41 HMC. It's the Tier 5 American SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Ghost Town, and it's under the command of Kreep2knight. Yes, I wonder if that's Superman knows about this guy. Yes, I'm sure that's Kryptonite. Okay. He's having a little hassle there with his teammate, the KB1S. Anyway, this is basically an M24 hull. That's the same hull as you find on the Chappie, and 155mm howitzer loaded on top of it. It was supposed to be the replacement for the M7 Priest. Now, it does have 500 alpha, 38mm of pen, but it used to have a reload time of only 23.97 seconds. But Wargaming nerfed that because, of course, what happened is they nerfed the M44, so they had to nerf the M41 as well. Otherwise, it would have been more powerful than the next tier up. Okay, going for the Panzervier Ausführung H. Oh, we got a direct hit! First shot out of the gate. He gets a direct hit on the Panzervier. That's bound to have done some damage. Now, the standard reload is supposed to be, was 23.97. It's now 27.8, but you've probably noticed, actually, that Kreep2knight's actually got a reload time of about 28.2, I think it is. Yeah, 28.2. Rounds out. T1 Heavy gets hit on his rear. 212 hit points. So I'm not sure if he's missing some extras yet, or if he maybe doesn't have a fully trained crew. But his reload time is actually slightly longer than the standard reload. Okay. Lining up another shot for the T1 Heavy. Bit difficult with that one because the buildings are getting in the way. Aims for that corner, he might be able to get him. He knocked the tree down. He just got hit by another Arty. We've lost sight of him. There he is. Okay, follow. Rounds out. Wow, he splashed him for 125. Now, the team are not doing too well at the moment. They're 3 down on the enemy. Of course, Arty are doing as best they can. You can see the distribution of tanks is a bit lopsided, actually. We've only got an AMX ELC over on the west side of the map. But at least Kreep2knight's actually trying to help by stopping them in their tracks, trying to get shots on them. Okay, he lines up a shot, going for the Leopard, changes his mind, rounds out. Oh no! It went over the rise. It hit the front of the rise actually, rather than going over it, and he didn't get anything off that shot. Not good. Now, supposedly, there's an enemy tank just the other side of the ship, but he can't get a shot on it at the moment. And the enemy's still threatening on the west side of the map. Okay, he's reloaded again. Let it settle. This thing takes forever to dial in. Oh, another direct hit! Well, that's interesting. The Leopard has taken a hit. It's down to 300 hit points now. I think he's having a bit of difficulty aiming this one as well. He's jittering about quite a bit. The other thing about this Arty is the arc's not very good. It's 17 degrees to the right and 21 degrees to the left. Oh, he got a direct hit on the Leopard this time. Well, even though he was jiggling about, he precisely got that one. 74 hit points and the Leopard's out the game. I think the second shot wasn't 74. I think it was 300, but because, of course, that was the first shot, 74. Okay, we've got a Honey 3 in the town. Difficult to get a shot. Again, a lot of moving about. As I said, it's got 17 degrees of arc to the right, 20.5 degrees to the left, which means overall it has 37.5 degrees, much less than you get with the M44. And there's a ridgeline there, which you can't see with the overhead view. And he's trying to compensate for that. Oh, lovely shot there, 198 hit points. And the Panzer IV Ausführung H is now down to a one-shot or a splash kill. In fact, it doesn't look like he wants to get close to that AMX ELC now, because if he does, there's a good chance he might go out the game. It looks like he's got the 75mm as well. And that was... Oh, there's the kill shot coming in from the KV-1SA. Well, the enemy's got an ELC as well, and it's over on the other side of the map. And he's doing his best to try and escape our guys. He got spotted, and now he's gone unspotted in those bushes. And I suspect he's probably still there. Meanwhile, our AMX is actually headed down the west side of the map, and it doesn't look as though there's any defenders left on the west side. So, oh, no, I spoke too soon. An IKV-103 turned up, and Kreep2knight's going to work. Okay, now these things are fairly thin on armor, so IKV-103s can be taken out if you can get a near miss. And another enemy tank turned up. It's a T1 Heavy, the same one he was aiming for before. Bit of reticule bloom there. He is right at the edge of the field of fire. Fell short. Well, that T1 Heavy is not going to hurt anyone anymore, because his fellow teammate in the other M41 managed to get a kill. The enemy team, instead of having two M41s, has got a Bishop as well. Okay, there's an AFK Chaffee sitting there right behind their cap area. Doesn't appear to be moving at all. Rounds out. Well, that showed a lot of drift. Of course, RNG does take into account factors like wind and that sort of thing too. I mean, it doesn't actually, they don't actually say that, but yes, he's gone to battle assistant mode, and you can see now aiming directly at it. But RNG does account for that that differential, you know, the fact that it might actually be influenced by other factors. And the shell fell well short of the Chaffee there. You can see the two shell craters outside the burst radius. I'm pretty sure that Chaffee is an AFK. We're one tank behind the enemy at the moment, so it seems that they're quite strong down in the south and the southeast. He's going to fire blind. And that's a direct hit. That definitely did some damage. Of course, the Chaffee was actually, they started building them in June of 1945. Well, started working on them in 1942, but they started building them in 1945 after the end of World War II. So the Chaffee, the Guerrilla, as it actually became known, the M41 Guerrilla, didn't actually see service during World War II. They made 85 of them. They were going to make 250, but the order was cancelled because of the end of World War II. And the 85 they did make actually did see service in Korea. And they were also given to other nations. Oh my god, he just got a one-shot kill on the M41. He fired it from one end of the battlefield to the other, and it hit the M41 right on the edge of the map. And he's out the game now, so he's got his second kill, and he's lining up another shot on the Chaffee. Now, it was actually originally intended to supplement the M12 as well as replace the M7, and he's got his third kill now. Took out the Chaffee, and now the enemy is down by 2 tanks. Well, KV-1SA has got himself in a bit of a pickle here, because he's got this Honey 3 trying to get at him. But I think Kreep2knight is going to redress that. He can line up a shot. Let's see. Oh, we lost our teammate, but we splashed the Honey. But unfortunately, we lost sight of him now. Now, he's coming kind of short on ammo now. He's only got the non-HE stun, or non-stun HE, and heat rounds. And he has loaded a lot of heat rounds. Now, heat rounds can be quite fun if you can get an accurate hit on the enemy. But if you've got an Arty which has a fair bit of RNG, and this one has shown a bit of RNG so far, it might not hit, in which case it will just make a very expensive hole in the ground. Okay, so this is HE non-stun. I'm pretty certain that AMX is still in there, still in those bushes. And the moment the Honey gets close, he'll open fire. That Honey 3 is taking fire from our Honey 3, who's up in the little nest at the top of the hill. Now, the enemy's got more than one Honey 3, one of which is in the town centre. The other one is at the south end of the map. And now the enemy AMX CLC has come out of those bushes, and he's now threatening the hill, trying to go for our Honey 3, the other one. This is going to be difficult because we can't loop the shell over that rock. Trajectory's all wrong. Definitely hit the rock. So he's trying a shot. No, too far away. So he's got to wait for his reload now. Only 2 rounds of non-stun HE, and our Honey 3's gone. Okay, the enemy Bishop's been spotted. Okay, he spotted that. Has a quick look. Wants to go for the Honey 3. Changes his mind again. Bishop goes down. Honey 3 on our team gets him. The ELC's come down, crossing the cap area towards the east side. He's just spotted our other ELC. No joy, and we just lost our teammate. I can see what he's doing and why he's doing it. The Honey 3 that was seen in the town could be anywhere near our cap area at the moment, coming up the hill towards us. Okay, he's gone to the aim. Trying to get a shot into that corner. He's letting it dial in. Let it settle before you shoot, because that makes it much more accurate. Rounds out. Oh my god, we got him! He did get him. But the AMX CLC's on the way in, and he's coming straight for us. He knows we're here. Or does he? No, he turned around and he's actually going up the other side. And we have been spotted. So he did see us, but they've got no Arty anymore, so they can't take action. So he's going to have to turn around and come back and attack us. In fact, he is doing that. He's fired a 75mm round into us. Okay, this is interesting. He's going in for the shotgun. Wait for it. Oh, he got shot by the other M41. Our fellow Arty up on the hill. Just shot around him, but unfortunately we did get hit in the engine, so we've had to burn our repair kit to fix that. Well, we're into the last minute. There's 3 enemy left. There's 2 Arty on our team. Oh, and the Honey 3 finishes us off from the hill. That's what I was thinking, that Honey 3 was coming towards our cap, going up the hill to try and kill us. The enemy's now got a Cavalier. Our Honey 3's going in to try and get him. And he does. But he dies. And now it's only the other M41 who's up on top of the hill. and there's not enough time left for the cap. So unless they can get a shot on this guy, he's not exactly camouflage, but unless they can shoot him, they're going to lose. It's going to be a draw. They're going to lose the chance to win. He's been spotted. In fact, he's trying to angle against that home knee 3. And the game is over. Here's the end of battle stats, and congratulations to Kreep2knight, because that was the first ace tanker in the M41 HMC. You can tell it's his first ace because he's got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time, so well done indeed. He also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 12. And he also got a high caliber for getting the highest damage in the game, at least 20% of the enemy hit pool. On top of that, over 1,000 hit points of damage. His win rate was 4,593, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score. Well, the highest damage was 2,019 hit points in this game. Second highest damage went to the Honey 3. It was still alive at the end of the game. The guy who tried to kill the last Arty but failed. He only got 1,435 hit points. And in third place was the other Honey 3 on the enemy team with 1,271. When it came to kills, it was shared between Kreep2knight, who got 4 kills, and the Honey 3, who also got 4. But if he killed that last M41, he not only would have won the game, he would have had 5 kills at the end of the game. But he wouldn't have got the high caliber because Kreep2knight got that already. And in second place, we've got the other Arty, who managed 3 kills in his M41, and 3 kills went to the Honey 3 on the enemy team. And then there was 3 tanks who got 2 kills apiece. The Honey 3 on our team, the 720 M41, and also the Cavalier on the enemy team. And when it came to base XP, because it was a draw, the AMX ELC Biz did the best on our team. He got patrol duty and 508 hit base experience points, whilst Kreep2knight managed to get 505 in that game. So only 3 experience points separated the top 2. He fired 19 rounds. That's a lot of ammunition shot. 9 direct hits on the enemy, 2 penetrating shots, and 11 splash. Damage of 2,019 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits from the enemy, though, and all 3 were penetrations. 2 of those came from the AMX CLC and 1 from the Honey 3 right at the end. And yes, he did do the right thing to leave the hill, because if he'd stayed up there, the Honey 3 would have killed him with 1 shot anyway, or at least probably killed him eventually. And he damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, did 113 hit points of damage assistance, and he caused 7 stuns, but he didn't get any stun assistance at all. So he won that game and got his ace tanker purely on the actual damage he did. Now, he earned 13,347 credits profit from the game, and he also took away 797 base XP. He got the Courageous Resistance because it was a draw, but he also got a Battle Hero medal. And it was, well, shall we say, it could have gone so differently if the enemy had actually managed to take him out sooner, because I think he was dealing so much damage to the enemy team that they might have actually had more tanks available to kill that last M41 HMC. So he did very well to stay alive as long as he did, but maybe he needs to keep a little more, or a few more HE rounds and a few less on the heat rounds, because those heat rounds, they need to get a direct hit in order to work properly. And he was getting good results with the HE, so maybe it would have been better with a few less rounds of heat. But it's a great result because he's still got a first ace tanker. Congratulations to Kreep2knight. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm, and thank you for watching.